Gram Panchayat is considered as the first tier of the Panchayati Raj system. It is the council of members who are elected by the Gram Sabha to look after the social and economic development of the village and to solve their problems. Both are interlinked students. Gram Sabha and Gram Panchayat both are related with each other. Okay. The Gram Panchayat is formed in villages with a population of more than 600 people. If the population of a village is less than 600, two or more villages may have a common Gram Panchayat. Now introduction. A Gram Panchayat is the cornerstone of a local self-government organization in India. Gram Panchayat is the lowest unit of the Panchayati Raj Institute at village level, governed by the 73 Amendment, which is concerned with rural local government. The Gram Panchayat is divided into wards, and each ward is represented by a ward member, also refers to as a panch. The panchayat is chaired by the president of the village, known as a sarpanch. Now, how elections held, how they used to elect the members of the Gram Panchayat, what are the composition? Let's see. The members of Gram Panchayat are directly elected by the adult members of the Gram Sabha by secret voting. The number of members may vary from 7 to 25. The head of the panchayat is known as Sarpanch or Pradhan and the other members are known as Panch. One third of the seats of Gram Panchayat are reserved for women. Seats are also reserved for members of scheduled caste and scheduled tribe in proportion to their population. The term of the member is 5 years. Sarpanch is the head of the Gram Panchayat. He or she is elected by the members of the Gram Panchayat. The Sarpanch presides over the meeting of the Gram Panchayat. He or she signs important documents. He or she takes care of the development of the village, such as water supply, roads, tax collection, welfare activities, public health and hygiene. He or she also holds meeting with village adults from time to time and important issues concerning the village. A deputy sarpanch is elected to assist the sarpanch in his or her work. Government appoints a secretary for every Gram Panchayat, who is also the secretary of the Gram Sabha. The Panchayat secretary records the work done by the Panchayat and prepares the budget. He calls the meeting of Gram Sabha and advises the villagers in matters related to development, farming, health and education. Now, what are the functions of the Gram Panchayat? The Gram Panchayat looks after the needs of the village and tries to solve the problems. The functions of the Gram Panchayat are to construct and maintain village roads and bridges, provide electricity and street lights, provision of clean drinking water, wells and tanks, undertake minor irrigation works, distribute seed and fertilizers, provide healthcare facilities by setting up dispensaries and health centers, maintain public hygiene, cleanliness and sanitation, maintain records of birth and death, provide education facilities, regularly hold village markets and fairs. What are the how income comes in Gram Panchayat? To perform these functions, the Gram Panchayat required money, and the sources of money are taxes, taxes on houses, markets and fairs, grants and donation from Jila Parishad, taxes on goods traded in the village, fee for maintaining records of sale of land and cattle, fine for petty crimes. Now, what is the difference between Gram Panchayat and Gram Sabha? Both are related with each other. Gram Sabha, at the village level, the Gram Sabha constitutes all eligible voters. Within the Gram Panchayat, all adults in a village who have attained the age of 18 years are the members of the Gram Sabha. Hence, Gram Sabha is a general assembly of villagers. It has a key role for effective functioning of Panchayat, and it is a place where all plans of Gram Panchayat are placed before the people. Gram Panchayat, village Panchayat is divided into smaller areas called ward. Each ward has a representative called Panch or ward member. All wards choose Sarpanch or Pradhan, who is Panchayat president. Now Nyay Panchayat. What is Nyay Panchayat? Our next topic is Nyay Panchayat. Nyay Panchayat, you can say that it is like a mini court at village level. It gives judgment on petty criminal and civil cases. Petty cases like theft of crops or cattle, trespassing, harassment, family disputes, demarcation of agricultural land and similar matters are sorted out of the grassroots level in a quick and inexpensive way. It cannot send anybody to imprisonment but can impose small fines. Nyay Panchayat formed in some villages elected by the Gram Panchayat. It settles disputes in a cheap and speedy way. It solves petty civil criminal cases, allowed to impose small fines, cannot send people to jail. Villages are allowed to approach the district or high court if both the parties are not satisfied of the Panchayat decision. Function of the Nyay Panchayat: development function. All development functions, example agriculture, animal husbandry, medical relief and public health are to be implemented. Judicial function: Nyay Panchayat, which is established for a group of village Panchayat and its members are elected by Gram Sabha. Law and other functions: the Panchayat so help in maintaining law and order in villages. It also help in maintaining law and order in villages. Administrative and civic function. The panchayat is expected to perform all the elementary civic function such as arrangement of sanitation, conservancy, construction and repair the road, water supply and street light, etc. Usually there is one Nyay Panchayat for 4 to 5 villages. Its members are generally elected or nominated by the Gram Panchayat of the villages covered by this Nyay Panchayat. A member of Gram Panchayat, however, cannot become a member of Nyay Panchayat. Next topic is Block Samiti or block level. Panchayat Samiti or Block Panchayat is the second tier or village or level in the Panchayati Raj system. A block has several Gram Panchayat under it. Panchayat Samiti or Block Panchayat is the second tier or level in the Panchayati Raj system. A block has several Gram Panchayats under it. Students, listen carefully. The Samiti functions at the block level. The block Samiti is an important link between the village Panchayat and the Jila Parishad. Composition of Block Samiti: Sarpanch of all villages, Panchayats under it, Town Area Committee if any in the block, Chairperson, members of the Parliament and State Legislative Assembly, Vidhan Sabha, representing the block, members of SC/ST backward classes, 1/3 for women, chairperson, vice chairperson elected by its members. Then the main important part, block development officer. Block development officer carrying out its plans. Okay. Again I am repeating, students, the term of a block samiti is 5 years. The block samiti is a committee elected by members of the gram panchayat in a block among themselves. Apart from these elected members, the samiti also includes those members of the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad who have their constituency in that block. All the members of the block samiti elect a chairperson, is known as Pramukh, and a vice chairperson, he or she is known as Up Pramukh for 5 years. The Pramukh look after day-to-day work of the block samiti. In the absence of the chairperson, Pramukh, the vice chairperson performs the duties. All decisions in the samiti are taken by a majority vote. The block consists of about 100 villages and a population of about 80,000 to 1,20,000. The Panchayat Samiti consists of Sarpanch, MLA, MPs residing in block area, representative of women, SC/ST and cooperative societies. The primary function of the Panchayat Samiti is to execute the community development program in the block. The block development officer and his staff give technical assistance and guidance in development work. Now the main person is block development officer in block level. Okay, block development officer is the head of the administration of block samiti. He helps in the implementation of all the projects of a block samiti. Okay. The members of Panchayat Samiti elects a chairperson called block chairperson or block pramukh and a vice chairperson for the Panchayat Samiti. The term of Panchayat Samiti is 5 years. The state government appoints a block development officer. He is also known as BDO to look after the administration of the block level. Now what are the function of the BDO, block development officer? The BDO is responsible for the whole block. The main functions of the BDO are to implement the development plans prepared by the Panchayat Samiti, to coordinate the development plan at the block level, to promote small scale and cottage industries, to coordinate the working of the extension officers of the block, and from where it get income, block level, taxes on property, land and cattle, then grants in aid from the state government. Okay. Now Jila Parishad. Jila Parishad is the third tier, the highest level of Panchayati Raj system. It looks after the development of the district as a whole. It has several Panchayat Samitis under it. An IS officer is the administrative head of the Jila Parishad. It coordinates the working of the block development officers. Now our next topic is Jila Parishad. It is also known as district level. Jila Parishad is the third tier, the highest level of Panchayati Raj system. It looks after the development of the district as a whole. It has several Panchayat Samitis under it. An IS officer is the administrative head of the Jila Parishad. It coordinates the working of the block development officers. Now composition of the Jila Parishad. Most of the members of the Jila Parishad are elected from the district on the basis of adult franchise for a term of 5 years. Block Pramukh of Block Samiti is also represented in Jila Parishad. The members of the state legislature and the members of the parliament from that Jila are also the members of the Jila Parishad. There are seats reserved for scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, backward classes and women. Jila Parishad is headed by district magistrate. Okay. Again I am repeating. Jila Parishad is a local government body at the district level in India. It looks after the administration of the rural area of the district and its office is located at the district headquarters. Members of the Jila Parishad are elected from the district on the basis of adult franchise and a term of 5 years. Jila Parishad has minimum of 50 and maximum of 75 members. There are seats reserved for SC, ST, backward classes and for women. Councillors chosen by direct election from electoral division in the district and the chairperson of all the block committee within the district are the members of Jila Parishad. The Jila Parishad is headed by a president and a vice president. Okay. Now, what are the functions? What are the functions? See the functions of the Jila Parishad. It makes efforts to improve the living standard of the villagers and also works for the development of rural areas. If a block committee does not perform its function properly, the Jila Parishad can assist it in the performance of its duties. It constructs bridges, road, primary health centers, hospitals in villages. It assists in the implementation of different projects under the 5-year plans. It monitors agriculture production and various development projects under different schemes such as Community Development Program. It provides work for the poor people, SC, ST and backward classes. The property of Jila Parishad is an important source of its income. It gets a share from the income from local taxes, taxes from fairs, shops, markets, lands, houses, etc. The Panchayati Raj was adopted by state government during 1950 and 1960. The Panchayati Raj and the state government complement each other's work. Under the Constitutional 73rd Amendment Act 1992, women were provided with one-third reservation in all seats under the Panchayati Raj. Remember it, students? Under the Act 73 Amendment 1992, the women were provided with one-third reservation in all seats under the Panchayati Raj. Hello students, now our next topic is women in the Panchayati Raj system. What is the role of women in the Panchayati Raj system? Panchayats have been the backbone of grassroots democracy in the Indian villages since its beginning. Gandhi had aptly favored the Panchayati Raj and his dream got translated with the passage of the Constitution 73 Amendment Act 1992, which introduced the three-tier Panchayati Raj system to ensure people's participation in rural reconstruction in general and that of women in particular. It came into force with effect from April 24, 1993. The Act provides for the reservation of not less than one-third of the total number of seats for women. Further, not less than one-third of total number of offices of chairperson in the panchayats at each level shall be reserved for women. This would be rotated among different panchayats at each level. Participation in election. The Act provides for the reservation of not less than one-third of the total number of seats for women. It is an attempt to ensure greater participation of women in election process directly and indirectly. It would be the nursery of creating women politicians for national politics. Even the participation of common women, citizens in various activities such as attending Gram Sabha, meeting, etc. has reportedly increased. Participation in rural development. Women are actively participating in rural development as per their capacity, right from laborers to policy makers. Participation in decision making. The particular of women are elected as well as non-elected members are rising due to reservation for women. It acts as pull factor for women to participate in meeting. They give their suggestion for various works and problems faced by them. Agents of social revolution, women are acting as an agent of change in the society and rising voice against injustice and atrocities. Reducing corruption and violence. Due to women representatives, nexus of officers and male elected representatives are breaking, which has a direct impact on reducing corruption. The role of local muscle power has substantially reduced due to active participation and awareness of women about their rights and powers. With the establishment of PRIS in our country, a woman gets an opportunity to prove her worth as a good administrator, decision maker, as a good leader. It provides women a chance to come forward. Women are increasingly participating in the Panchayati Raj system. They are members of the Gram Sabha. Many women want to contest Panchayat elections. While many areas have women sarpanch, some even have all women panchayats. In a significant step, the government has reserved 50% of all seats in the panchayats for women. As a result, women are able to play a bigger role in the panchayats. We can see so many, we can see so many changes in many areas, in many villages, where are the women are in panchayat. They are doing lot of developments for their villages, for their areas. More participation of women would mean better management of funds and better approach towards projects and issues such as sanitation, education of girls, domestic violence, and alcohol de-addiction. Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the nation, was an ardent supporter of the village panchayat. His concept of Gram Swaraj was based on the principle that each village in India should be an autonomous little republic able to meet its own vital needs. Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the nation, wrote in Village Swaraj in 1942 that my idea of Village Swaraj is that it is a complete republic independent of its neighbors for its own vital things and yet interdependent for many others in which dependence is a necessity. He further wrote, the government of village will be run by a panchayat of 5 persons elected annually by the adult villagers, male or female, possessing minimum prescribed qualifications. The panchayats will be legislature, judiciary, and executive combined to operate for its years of office. Now, students, panchayat and state government, they both are connected with each other. Panchayats are under the state government, which can frame rules to regulate their working. It can appoint panchayat inspectors to supervise and check their work. The state government gives grants and loans to the panchayats. If its work is not satisfactory, the district authorities can be directed to suspend it. The State Election Commission is responsible to conduct the election of the panchayats. The panchayats are a strong link in the system of Panchayati Raj, which has been introduced in our country. The state government has been given the power to pass the law for constituting the different institutions of Panchayati Raj. The state government helps the panchayat by giving them financial grants to carry out their plans for village improvements. The state government keeps a strict watch on the work of Panchayati Raj institutions and appoints a secretary to maintain accounts and keep records of the work done by these institutions. At the district level, the collector or the district commissioners look after their work and coordinates the work of Panchayati Raj and the district administration. However, at the block level, same work is done by the block development officer or BDO. The Panchayati Raj was adopted by state government during 1950 and 60. The Panchayati Raj and the state government complement each other's work. The Panchayat receive fund from three sources. Local body grants as recommended by the Central Finance Commission. Funds for implementation of centrally sponsored schemes. Funds released by the state government on the recommendations of the State Finance Commissions. The two institutions cooperate with each other in order to ensure development and progress in the state. The panchayats implement their plans for the upliftment of the villages. So it is important to improve the condition of the panchayats. Each state has its own laws with regards to panchayat. Training and awareness generation program of central government also play a vital role. The Ministry of Rural Development provides financial assistance to the state to train and create awareness among the elected members of panchayats. Students, there are some drawbacks also in Panchayati Raj system. Due to non-awareness of poor and illiterate villagers and sometimes dishonesty of Panchayati Raj institutions, members panchayats has achieved limited success only. Caste rivalries and petty politics among its members hinder the growth of the panchayat. Sometimes the government officials interfere in the matter of panchayats. States reserve the right to assign or withdraw functions to and from the panchayats through executives. Panchayat lack financial resources and inadequate power of taxation. The government does not give them sufficient help. As a result, they cannot do their work properly for the benefit of people. Students, the Panchayati Raj has many achievements to its credit. The Panchayati Raj system has brought about political awakening in rural India. The Panchayati Raj has brought the government close to the people. The panchayats have succeeded in improving the condition of their respective villages by taking up welfare activities. Primary and adult schools run by the panchayat have spread literacy and education among the rural people. The panchayat have succeeded in drawing the attention of the government officials to their problems. This system, in this system, students, there are some drawbacks. The government is trying to improve the condition, improve this system because it is very essential for nation development. Okay, students? Okay, thank you, students.